the outcome would be.
What had happened?
Apparently he was taking a shortcut through a housing estate and that, and he came across these guys, and they took, I think it was umbrage with his girlfriend, or there was something went on, and there was an altercation. But at the end, he got hit with a brick in the back of his head, just the back. So he was down, and when we got there, like, the scene was horrific, Ryan. It was just, you know, to see him there and knowing that there was something seriously wrong. It's not like he was going, you know, he wasn't going to wake up. And when we were in the hospital, you know, it was touch and go. And someone came into us then and said, look, he's going to be transferred to Beaumont. And they said, that's not a bad thing, because, you know, they can do something for him. They're sending on the scans on.
So you had a time, did you, Joan, where you thought there could be more hope?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I thought, well, there's life, there's hope, is what I felt.
Yes.
And that I just thought he was just like in a deep sleep. And
yeah.
He looked perfect. There was no sign of any blood on him or his clothes. He was just like in deep sleep and looking at me, and all we could do was tell him that he was going to be okay, and we were there with him, and we were going to mind him.
They came and told you then the reality, which was what?
Yeah, Shane was brought by ambulance, and we went home. We just got to substitute some clothes in the car, and we head for Dublin, which was a Sunday morning. And on the way, we got a phone call from the surgeon and said, we need to get your permission to operate. So we were kind of scared of that. But when we got to Dublin a few hours later, we were brought again into another small room, and his surgeon, a lovely guy, Chad Washington, fabulous. I don't think he was any older than Shane, like, he looked so young. Yeah. And he sat us down and said, look, he explained how the operation went. There was a bleed in the brain and all that was going on. And he said, look, he could wake up with a bad headache, or he said it could be the other extreme. And we were brought up to the ICU then, and wow, it's some place to be. You know, you're looking at machines and pumps and numbers and figures. You're trying to figure out what's going on. Unfortunately for Shane, it has ended up on the bad end of the scale. He has a severe acquired brain injury.
That's what
given
the choice, the potential for injury, he got the worst.
He got the worst, yeah.
And you described it as which?
It's a severe acquired brain injury is the technical term for it, yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah, it means that, like, at the moment, Shane, he's basically paralysed in a way that he's awake, he's conscious, but he can't communicate. You know, he has a bit of movement in his right hand, and a bit, you know, bits and pieces, but he can't communicate with us. He's in a nursing home at the moment and getting great care and great attention, but it's very difficult to see him there, like, you know.
Of course it is. Yeah. Is he this kind of, is he locked in syndrome sort of? Does he know?
He does know
what's happening. He knows you.
He knows us. Yeah, he knows us.
And can he communicate in any way at all with you, or are you thinking of a maternal instinct?
No. He knows we're familiar to him, like that. He knows that we're there, and he knows what's going on around him, but he just doesn't communicate back.